guys, my name is Maria, or it's MJ here on YouTube, and Mr. CJ reached out to me if I would be interested in sharing a woman's perspective on some fragrances that he collaborated with Navitus Parfums, and I was like, hell yeah. And most importantly, he wanted it to be extremely honest. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you guys exactly what he said. I don't think he'll mind. He doesn't seem like the type that will mind. He said, feel free to be yourself and say anything that comes to mind, good or bad. Emphasis on good or bad. And I said, you don't gotta tell me twice. So he sent me two fragrances. I have them here in front of me. I'm gonna show you guys the presentation. So this video I'm gonna do in two parts. I really wanted to do a first impression, and I wanted to do a second like updated portion within the same video of like a review after me actually wearing it. In that case, I would be talking about performance and all that, because sometimes my first impression is like, I can't stand this, and then it ends up being a love, or sometimes it's like, ooh, first impression, it smells amazing, and then I end up wearing it and I was like, this was crap. However, I was so excited when I got these that honestly I couldn't wait to record, and I just opened them up and I did a first impression without recording it. But this video is still gonna be in two parts because I have some thoughts and I'll be sharing it right now. So the first one here is, I believe, the main one, and this is Champagne Royale, and it comes like so. Ooh. Let me show you guys a close-up. How gorgeous. I love these little boxes. Now, I personally don't keep boxes, but for those that enjoy a good presentation, that is how it comes. I love these bottles. I love that they're see-through. Look at me right there. So that's the first one, and there comes a card with the notes in the back. DJ City. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a little city right there. How cool is that? So this fragrance right here is the reason that I want to do a second part, because I do want to give it like its proper review, because it's definitely leaning more masculine for me, and I believe it is actually a masculine fragrance. I don't consider this unisex. I mean, I guess a woman could wear it, and I did wear it, but as I was wearing it, I was like, I would definitely rather smell this on a guy. For that reason, I'm gonna give it to my boyfriend for him to try it and for him to give me his own personal review to see if he gets any compliments, to see, you know, whatever. And then I'm also gonna give it to my cousin for about a week so he can test it out himself, and then they can give me their own personal review and stuff. But yeah, this is Champagne Royale, and just like with my personal thoughts with wearing it once and just smelling it like that, not on a guy yet, it's very fresh. It has a typical like cologne-y vibe, but this smells, it smells so sexy. Like, I really can't wait to smell this on my boyfriend. It just smells so sexy and has a very confident vibe about it. There's some like slight juiciness. It's almost like if it has like a bergamot or like a mandarin, because I get that like fruity freshness from it. So let's see the notes real quick. So this is straight from the Navitus Parfums website, and this says, Champagne Royale is an uplifting, signature-worthy fragrance that will work for nearly every occasion. It's a fragrance that is sophisticated yet fresh, and it makes the wearer feel confident and magnetic, and I completely agree with that. I think it's an everyday perfume. It seems pretty versatile to me. I feel like this is a nice fragrance that you can wear like on a date night as a guy, or you can also just wear it like as an office scent. It has that classic everyday signature smell to it, and it just smells so fresh. It has, oh, there you see, okay, nose. It has top notes of Sicilian lemon, Italian mandarin, French champagne accord, and Madagascar ginger, plum, iris, cypress, cinnamon, nutmeg, and Egyptian geranium. Base notes are Canadian fir balsam, Gaiac wood, Virginian cedar wood, and leather. I can't say that I smell the leather note, but it's woody, it's fresh, but it's a fruity citrus freshness. It smells very clean without smelling soapy, and has a little bit of like a musky tone to it as well. So right, the next one, y'all, I'm so excited to share this one with you guys, and this is one that this is one that just puts a smile on my face, because I honestly, with niche, I'm not gonna lie, like if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I don't get easily impressed with niche. I feel like most of them, this is gonna be a controversial statement, but I feel like most niche are just overpriced. They're on the more artisanal, like artistic side of things. I don't have money like that. I personally feel like if I'm going to splurge, it has to have amazing performance. Not only is it supposed to smell amazing, but it just has to have amazing performance. So now when I try niche fragrances, my expectations are not all the way up there. I'm not gonna lie. This is Creme Imperial, and let me show it to you guys up close. This one has a more golden liquid tone How beautiful. These bottles are absolutely stunning. I love, like I said, I was not expecting much. You know, I expected them to be good, but like, you know, performing or whatever, I was like, side eye. I have a story. I have a couple of stories to tell you guys with this one. This shit is so good. Like, it smells so good. This is my current obsession right now. This is one of the like niche fragrances that I've recently tried that actually have like left me speechless. Like, I can't talk. It smells so good. It's creamy, but it's light, but it's airy, it's woody. It has like a vanillic tone, but it's not vanilla. It's not as dense and decadent as vanilla. I believe this one has benzoin, if I'm not mistaken. That's where that sweetness comes from, but it has that sweet, almost resinous, balmy vibe about it. It's a little bit creamy, but it still has that airy touch. It's very different, I want to say, but it does remind me of one of my favorite perfumes, but the unisex version of one of my favorite perfumes without the coconut. And let me show it to you guys. So when this perfume came out, I was obsessed with this, and this is the only thing that I was talking about. I literally even had a whole personal video on this one perfume, and this is Dolce & Gabbana, the Only One Intense. This has jasmine, this has cedar. It's just very woody, it has vanilla. It's so freaking good. It's one of like the best designer fragrances that I have smelled. It smells delicious, like very edible. So this to me, when I smelled it, let me hold it up right first of all. This to me, when I smelled it, I kind of reminded me of the unisex airy version of that one minus the coconuts. It has that just delicious, like addictive quality about it. This is very addictive. This is very alluring. It's very sexy. This is very confident. This to me smells extremely rich. Like, I smell like money, honey. So let me tell you guys a quick story time. So I put this on and I went to work, and I was at work and I was like typing away, and I'm like, God, I smell so good. And I texted my best friend and I was like, oh my God, I smell so good right now. And then I texted a group chat that I have with like other fragrance girls, and I was like, y'all need to try it. This smells so delicious, so edible, so delectable. It just smells so addicting. Later on in the day, I went to my friend and he complimented how good I smelled as soon as I put the window down. Later on in the day, he texted me again to tell me, yo, you smelled so good. And I was like, I know. Then a few days later, he texted me again. Then a few days later, like a couple days ago, my cousins came over and I was raving to them about these perfumes. I had like all these new fragrances that I've recently received on my dining table, and we were just smelling all of them. But this is the one that I told them to smell specifically. I said, you guys have to try this. And my cousin, she was like, wow. She was like, that smells like quality. Like, that smells like a perfume that you just don't smell every day. That smells like a perfume that you just got money. And I said, I know, girl, right? It smells like a CEO vibe. And I can see this definitely on both, on a man and a woman. I would say that it's unisex, but it does lean, I don't know, like maybe a slight bit more feminine, just because it's like sweet. But this smells so good, y'all. Now let me tell you guys the notes on this one. It says Creme Imperial is an alluring, addictive, that it is, captivating yet elegant, signature worthy fragrance, and it has Sicilian lemon, Indian jasmine sambac, plum, iris, cinnamon, Turkish rose, Egyptian geranium, velvet jasmine accord, Gaiac wood, benzoin, and Virginian cedar wood. It's so interesting because the opening is like fresh, but once this melts into your skin, y'all, it's so addictive. It's one of those perfumes that you put on and you know you smell good. You don't have to tell me I smell good. I know I smell good. And this is one that I would love to smell on a guy as well, but I'm selfish and I'm gonna keep it for myself because this smells so good. It smells like a very confident, well-polished, rich woman. It smells like wealth. I live in Florida and you know, it's hot here, and this is one that works amazing in the heat, but I can definitely also see it during like the cooler time, like around fall slash what we call winter here, like on a sweater, because it has that woody, very like sweater touch as well. I don't know, it's just definitely year-round, and wow, amazing, like great job, y'all. And I really wish that I would have captured my first impression, because I opened it and I was like, Oh my god. So that's my first part, and now let's continue on to the second part. So I'm back a couple weeks later, and I have definitely had some time to have some thorough and concrete thoughts on these two fragrances. So I'll start off with my favorites, and this is the Creme Imperial. I can already see the comments, people making fun of me, but y'all, my thoughts remain the same. I love this fragrance, even though it has reminiscence of my beloved Dolce & Gabbana, the Only One in Tens, but it's a different take on it. And they don't smell exactly the same, but they have similar nuances, similar vibes, and it just smells good, y'all. I'm gonna show you guys the dent that I have acquired. This is pretty much all I wore when I first got for that straight week. To me, this is a perfume that you can wear on an everyday basis. There's an elegance about this, not only elegance, but there's this also captivating, like, sensual vibe that it just radiates. And although you can wear it on an everyday basis if you're that type of gal, for me personally, it's more of like a date night, evening wear sort of fragrance. It has this fizziness that I really enjoy, and I feel like it's appropriate for like a New Year's, Christmas, a birthday, etc. I really do enjoy this perfume. The next one is Champagne Royale. And this is a fragrance, I'm not sure if it's only marketed towards men. I probably should have looked that up. I'm personally into feminine fragrances, but I do also enjoy androgynous fragrances that give me that very confident, I'm a boss, you know? But this is a perfume that it had this freshness that I just wasn't really jiving with. It had that like cologne-y smell to it, and I was like, not for me. So I decided to give it to my boyfriend to test it out, and I gotta be honest, he smelled it and he was like, nah, there's this musky dry down, and he's not good with fragrances at all. He doesn't care about fragrances, but he didn't really enjoy it. He said that the dry down had this after smell that he just didn't enjoy, so he didn't want to test it out for me. I know he ain't. So I gave it to my cousin to test it out. When I told him to smell it, he didn't seem too impressed. He said that, oh, it smells good, but there's this, he said the same thing, there's this dry down, there's this after smell that I don't really care for. I said, all right, well, someone has to try it out. Someone needs to test it out, so you're going to test it out for me. Okay. So he's had time to wear it, and I contacted him because he took it on a trip, and I said, hey, what's up? Did you wear the perfume that I gave you? And he said, Barbados, yes. And so far, everyone likes it. It is strong, so I do have to be careful not to spray too much. I'm like, okay. Did you get compliments? How did you personally feel about it? You know, after he's had some time wearing it, because like I said in the very beginning, first impression, he was just like, it smells good, but not really my thing, you know, and that's okay. He said, yes, plenty. Actually, Belissa, which is his wife, liked it, and my co-workers complimented me on it. I'm like, all right, thanks for your help. So he said, I'm not used to the musk, and I'm assuming he's talking about that after smell, the dry down that it gives, but once applied, it smells really good and strong. The perfume lasts a while since I don't need to apply as much. And I can definitely agree. I wore that perfume for one day to the office, and it lasted me my entire 9-hour shift plus more. I just wasn't gonna wear it again just because I really enjoyed this one, Creme Imperial, so I would rather just wear something that I personally really enjoyed, and I gave it to him. And Creme Imperial, the same thing, it lasts. This is a perfume that if I spray my jacket the next day, it still has this lingering smell on it. It smells so good, y'all. It smells so good that my cousin literally came to my house to borrow this perfume on a night out because she wanted to smell like it. It just smells really good. So good job. I'm very impressed. I really liked it. So yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on these two fragrances. Once again, I want to thank CJ for sending them to me. Really do appreciate it. I didn't even know he knew who I was. I really didn't. So yeah, bye guys.